Alright, so I'm going to use this Cinephilies. Like, they do a recap. I'm not going to listen to the recap. I'm just going to use this to kind of jump through things. But, this is episode 5 and 6 of not Adventure Time. Oh my god, Cat Scratch, I remember that. Of Fionna and Cake, which... Pretty much, yes, this is Farm World. This is... Actually, wait, let me make sure it's all recording, because it'd be great if it was. Yeah. Shit. This is indeed Farm World, where Fionna and Cake, Fionna first knocks out for a minute. But pretty much, also I just realized that he was messing with this thing. Also, I love, like, they open up Simon kind of opens up to see if he can figure out how to use it. And I love that, like, it's just random goopy shit, because it's like, yeah, what else would be in there for interdimensional remote control? But they're trying to figure out a way to do it. Prisma says, well, good luck for this guy trying to find his way to that universe while, not having the remote. Though he just kind of opens up and messes with the goop. Fionna also, like, after Cake gives her a rat to eat and, like, just blood on her shirt, he's just like, nope, yeah, this smells. Just takes off, throws it away. Fionna goes, yep, anything to be naked, huh? Alright, also, Fionna is buff. Fionna's probably the most buff character other than, what's her name, Susie or Sally? I was like, damn. But, yeah, so, this guy who was the jerk in the farm world apparently is saying that he defeated the Ice Fin, which we see in the future. We see, like, a flashback of this baby and all these people getting ice, which I thought was going to lead to something, but I don't know. But pretty much, these guys are pretty much the Destiny gang is trying. Okay, let me back up. All Fionna, Cake, and Simon are trying to find the crown. The idea again is, or I don't know if I said it last time. The idea is that Simon will put on the magic crown so that way he'll be crazy again. That way it would fix Fiona's world, and he'll also, fit in, I guess, or like. I think more like not have to think. Fionna also says her phone has no bars in this universe, which is kind of brought up in the next one. Also, when Choose Goose tries, but eventually they get it back after Cake shows she has magic. Everyone's like, "Holy shit, that cat has magic!" And like, "Oh shit, run!" This guy wants to eat Cake. We find Jay, who I thought was gonna be Farm Finn for a minute, but then it turns out no, that's his son. Though this is his love interest, which is the Destiny. The Destiny guy's daughter, which I love how this whole series definitely feels like fan fiction in the best way possible. Like, if it's not going to surprise me, I'm sure it's going to end with if he's not Ice King by the end. I feel like it will end with them saying, like, he did write all this into a story. But it's very much fanficky, which you have, Farmer Finn's kids. You have Cake at one point going, or you have Simon at one where Fiona's like, wow, like wow, Farm Simon is buff. He's like, that's not Farm Finn, that's Farm Finn. That's you. And then Cake goes, and now you kiss him. Like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's all you see in a fanfic. You have the hunter guy chasing after him. Again, you have, like, the whole idea of, like, the theoretical kids out having, like, hell, just look at Morning Mark and, like, stuff with the Owl House. And I went throughout the whole last episode not talking about the Owl House. But, like, that whole thing of, like, the kids afterward, they use the crystal to find the, so they're basically going to use they find out that Crown's is short for the last time it was, he finds a crystal that actually is making her sick. Also, those two are together. They fight. They eventually get the crystal. This guy says, stab me if you think I'm the one who poisoned because her dad then tries to say, yeah, he was trying to kill you. Like, no. And it was a mistake. They get the crystal. Also, Finn comes in with a goddamn torch hand, torches some people. Says, stab me. They get the crystal. They're teleport away from the scarab. or teleport with the scarab actually to not here to the Ice King. What is it? No, Winter King's world, where it seems supposedly he beat the Madness of the Crown with just his power, with his free will alone. And also Cake straight says, you should kiss it. Like, Simon goes, you two should kiss. So Simon. And then Winter King goes, don't think I haven't thought of it. I'm like, God, this is so fanfic. I love it. I just noticed the cold turkey. Also, is that... No. Also, Winter King is able to make the phone have cell bars, which allows all his text to come through because she was supposed to help him. Also, Fangs, but supposed to help him shop and pretty much she first thinks the place is robbed. He first thinks the place is robbed. Turns out it wasn't. Marshall Lee is also hanging out there along with LSP, which I just hate LSP. But Marshall Lee's good. And I've noticed with this episode specifically, I want, if they do a Fionna Cake series after this, that's like in Fiona's world or whatever, they're not going to do multiverse stuff. Because it's hinted at right now that like what's happening with this world being normal is now also affecting the multiverse, or at least anything Fionna and Cake touch. Same happened in a few episodes, like in episode 3, where Cake was messing with the hot dog night and it turned into an actual hot dog. Or in this, there's a point, a similar thing happens, which I'll bring that up. But like I've noticed, like what I want kind of, see, look, he still has the mark on his neck. What I'm kind of hoping that's going to happen, you're going to get a mix of this world. Because again, like, it's very fanficky. You have Gumball with the Cafe AU kind of shit going on, where he just wants to make bakery shit. And also, I also love his idea that he did with, like, the bakery has ideas and stuff. Mind you, like, this has been done to great effect with figures. And honestly, actually, I just got her. The effect of, giving the toys a story, and that, adds more to it and all that. And I ain't gonna lie, I would like some of those figures of Gumball's pastry world stuff. But, adding a story to, like, honestly, it's not that bad of an idea. I actually kind of like it. Like, and an idea of adding it to, like, how discounts work. Like, oh, if you get this guy or this guy because, like, they're in love, you get a discount on it, whatever. Also, lemon grabs. But why are their chests so big? Fanficky. But also another thing that I love is something that I love it. Like let me finish my thought. I'm sorry, I'm everywhere right now. Anyways. I want the final world to be a mix of this like AU type of story with Fionna and Cake's magical world and stuff. Because then you get Hilda. Because legitimately, I was watching a lot of this, especially like the colors and stuff like that. Whenever you're in this world, which also we see that it's starting to get icy whenever we visit Marshall Lee and stuff like that. It's getting colder. There's snow kind of falling, kind of, I think, hinting at Ice King's magic kind of coming back. Which also, Simon has like a white hair thing. I don't think it's from age. I think he might actually just still have some of that magic in him. I'm legitimately I hope if they do kind of series, like, it's a mix of those two things, because Hilda uses that to great effect, able to tell very like little stories while also having big magical stories, and I love that. And like even this, like Hilda, if you watch the show Hilda, which is really good, it's on Netflix. The books are pretty good too. Like I would describe, like if you looked at those, that show feels like summer. Like, it feels like summertime. Like, the colors, the everything, like, just following, like, all of it feels like summertime, like summer break. And I love that. At least this episode, feels like winter break. Which makes sense. It's supposed to feel, like, cold and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know. There's so much you could do there. And then, like, I don't know. I love that line. We slowly see as Marshall Lee and tries to get the lemon grabs to come to check his food, because that's Gumball's whole thing. And they pretty much try to get him his shop or whatever. It doesn't work out. The lemon grabbers run away. They say they hate it. And Marshall goes, well, at least you try. And he goes, well, it's in. And Gumalife says, well, I would have been fiddling with the idea forever. I probably would have never done it. So thank you for that. And so we're kind of falling in love. I like that. That's cool. Because again, that's the weird thing is, again, this feels like a prequel, but also, again, the reboot. A preview, I think it's called, or a requel. That's what it was. A requel, because you see as they're falling in love. You see as Fionna becomes this badass too, because even this, Ice King actually Candy King, but Ice King actually gives Fionna a new sword. I'm like, hell yeah! Which also cool. It's an ice sword with it has the same feel of Keyblades, which I love, where it feels like it's from that world, where you have the beer, the icy colors, stuff like that, and then the 3 gems for the crowns. It's wow, I love it. That's also one thing I loved about Adventure Time was Finn leveling up, getting new weapons and stuff like that. I hope that did not fall where I cannot get it. But getting new weapons and stuff like that. I love that shit. It's so cool. And I'm so hoping that we'll see her get more weapons and stuff. But also to cut to this, pretty much their version, quote unquote, of Ice King, which is Winter King, but also Candy Queen. Because Ice King says, oh, we can make a copy of this. It'll just take a week or so. And you can have your own crown. But Candy Queen pops in. Also, again, Simon feels even worse. Because he's like, how did you fight back the madness? And he's like, pure will. And he's like, wow, so I suck. I just suck. And it turns out, no, that's not the case. He actually, spoilers, I guess, he actually transferred his madness to Princess Bubblegum. Which, also, I do love this whole thing where he's describing stuff. He's like, Cinnabon has the biggest heart. And then in Ice Winter World, Fionna rips out his heart. And, they're very much killing all the candy people. Also, when they bust in, I don't know. No.
Storm out.
No, they're not going to show it. They do Sailor Moon poses. I'm like, yeah, the fans are the Sailor Moon fans in this. But pretty much... also, Ice Queen, or Candy Queen's whole thing is that she's going to... Also, I wonder, does that mean PB has these 2 different eye colors? But the whole thing with Candy Queen is that she wants to throw ice... She wants to throw herself and the Ice King, or Winter King, into a blender and mix themselves together and bake themselves into a pie. Or a cake, I guess. And I was going to do it with Simon, too, now, because why not? 2 for 1. But after slaying all the candy people, Simon's saying, no, there might be good in her. And Ice King and Winter King just going, kill her now! Well, knock her out. Knocks her out, saves them. They kiss because, I was like, wait, what? And then the magic of the crown dissipates because, again, Fiona's whole thing. Killing Winter King, releasing PB, but also releasing the bounty hunter in the beginning of the episode who was sealed away. Also, he's like, I'm sorry for what happened to you, but also I'm very happy that kind of happened because now I know that I'm just not sucky. Also, she at least gets a kiss from Princess Bubblegum and a badge, but also she doesn't feel too great about it. And these two, kind of more falling in love. They end up in Baby World, she sulks in a baby bouncer and saying, is she just making everything worse? And Ice King kind of consults her, saying, look, next world we go to, we're going to find a real crown, and I'm going to get cursed the right way, which is kind of a funny way to say that, but yeah. Curse the right way, and that's the end of this episode, pretty much. Also, the Lich has appeared twice. It wasn't the farm world. Which world was it? It was one of the worlds Prisma, I think, was showing. You see him in, a TV box, if I remember correctly, and in this one, you see him in a timeout box in the Baby World, so. But yeah, This episode was great, honestly. These episodes were great. They're fun. It's kind of cool that they're doing 2 episodes at a time, even though I don't think it's needed. Like, I feel like you got to spread this out a lot longer. Mind you, I'm not complaining because I was able to binge watch like 6 episodes. But like, why do it like so many at the time? I don't know. In any case, these are good. I'm loving this a lot. I want to get, I think I have Distant Lands on DVD. I want to get this on DVD too. I know I have all of, actually no, I don't have Distant Lands. I got to get Distant Lands on Blu-ray. But I want to get this definitely when it comes out too. And again, I'm hoping there's going to be more. Because again, I want this to be where the 2 worlds mix. Where Fiona's world eventually will be part coffee shop AU, part magical adventure world. And I think that'll work, honestly. And I think it'll be badass. Because yeah, again, it very much feels like AU where she kisses Ice King. Because why not? Cake's suggesting the same version of stuff should kiss each other and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's a great show. I honestly love it. And I honestly love all the rest of it. Like the whole animation with the dancing and singing with Ice, where Winter King was great. Even like this world, it feels so dreamy and stuff like that. And it feels very, also like, I forgot to say in the first episode, it's very Bee and Puppy Cat. And I got to talk about that show because that's very much an Adventure Time show without being Adventure Time. But yeah, tell me what you think, love. Thanks for watching. Which videos I've done. Links are on Facebook. Chris Anderson. Your videos. Hope you enjoy this. This is great, honestly. I really love it. And go check this out if you haven't yet. Even though I've spoiled so much shit if you're watching at this point. But go check it out. It's really great. And we'll see you later. I do want to see what other worlds are going to be. Because we've seen Farm World. We've seen Farm World before. And Winter King's world is just kind of... It's ooh, but if... also, I forgot to mention Winter King has been just transferring his craziness to PB. So when it broke... So it was kissed, broke, and yeah. And I love how PB's like, your kiss saved me. I'm like, yeah, she didn't kiss you though, but... and it's also usually not the kiss that kills the guy who is doing the crazy stuff, but whatever. But because watching the video, we'll see you later. This is so damn great. I honestly really like this, and I hope we get more merch and shit like figures of Fionna and Cake, because I kind of do want those. Even as like those little ones, I kind of would. Like, you put a blind box.